Good morning and welcome to the TMS Book Club. I'm your host, Sewela Langeni from Book Circle Capital. We're an independent bookshop that focuses on African literature, and today I'm excited to talk to Bogadi Rammuki. She's a coach, a speaker, a mom, and author of this book, Incredible Moms Raise Sons to Be Incredible Men. What a title. Welcome and thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sewela. I'm pleased to be here too.
I mean, first things first, how did this book come about? How was it born?
Okay, the book was actually born out of a concern of the negative narrative about men, the male gender that is going around. Because men are called, all sorts of names, they are known to be all sorts of things, and it ought not to be so. So to think that I have a son, so it is out of that concern that this book was born. When you look in our country, even in different countries, you find that if we talk about hobos or street kids, it's mostly men. You find them, most of them in prison, you find them in just unpleasant places, doing unpleasant things. So having a son, I thought I have to add value in the change that has to happen if this narrative has to really be flipped. So that's where the book came from. And then also to empower moms who are raising boys to say that it is us women most of the time who complain about the narrative, the behavior, and call them names. But we forget that we are having these boys under our care. Before we know it, it will be your son that is called to those names. So what can we do at a boy level? What can we do at a boy level to influence the fruits, which is the man that this boy is becoming? So it's to say, Mom, do your part, be intentional about what you can do. Of course, you can't do everything, but be intentional about what you can do, because you are the commander of the nurturing environment.
Yes, because the nurturing comes from us.
Exactly. So you are the commander of the nurturing environment. And sometimes when you look at it, at one point I thought, maybe they are inherently flawed. Maybe there's just something wrong with them.
They just come like this.
Exactly. Maybe they are just born like this. But until I held my son, and I realized that I'm actually holding pure innocence.
Sure.
So the question is, where do they go, of course? And then the nearest and simple answer is the environment. And who is the commander of the nurturing environment? It is us mothers. So that's something we can do. And then maybe let me further say, the book is my statement of non-surrender. I refuse to believe that there is nothing that we can do. The book is my contention against statements like boys will always be boys and men are like that. And it's actually a call to mothers that let's put our best, let's be conscious. There's absolutely something that we can do to change the narrative about men.
I love that. Something that's very close to my heart as well. I'm a mom of boys, and I refuse to say there's nothing I can do while these people are under my care. You talk about a concept called conscious parenting in your work, and I wanted you to just explain to us, what does that mean?
Okay, conscious parenting, it's actually about parenting yourself before parenting your kids. Meaning you are taking care of yourself, you are self-aware, you take care of your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, you are present, because most times we parent on autopilot. We just do things as long as they have eaten, as long as they are safe under somewhere, they are under a roof, they went to school. We do not pay attention to who they are becoming. It's almost hard to pay attention to who they are becoming if you have not paid attention to you first. So you need to be conscious. Just that way, be conscious. Don't just parent.
Be passive and go through the motions.
Exactly. You are half asleep, but you are parenting. So most of the time, if we parent half asleep, we react maybe violently sometimes. We yell to our kids, but you'll find that the problem is actually not them. The problem is the space that you find yourself in. Before you blame him, start with you.
How could I have contributed to this?
Exactly. What have I done to contribute to this?
And one of the statements you make in the book is become so he can become. And I guess it goes back to that consciousness. What do we do to become that aware, conscious parent?
Self-reflection is the major part of it. So self-reflection says at the end of the day, it might be midday, whenever it is for you, sit and check how have I been doing as an individual? Throughout the book, I emphasize that parenting starts with you. You need to pursue being a better individual before pursuing to be a better mom. What can I do differently to become the person that I have to be, and then to become the mother that this boy needs? So become, empower yourself. Self-development, pay attention, I said that, to your mental, to your emotional, to your spiritual. Fortify yourself. Always fill up your growth gaps. Don't just let go, and because you are a mom, then you let go of your dreams, you let go of your passions. That boy doesn't have a role model automatically when you do that. So more than talking, we need to be becoming. And when we become, then talking will just enhance our becoming, because they are watching.
Are we absolving the fathers in these boys' lives as well for this focus, or what role are they playing as becoming incredible moms?
It will be incredible to have fathers on board. I actually plead that fathers come on board, because we can do more with their support. But it's unfortunate that most boys are raised by single parents, and not only that, some are raised, the fathers are present but uninvolved.
Absent, present.
Exactly, present but not engaged. So there is that part, and I think it's a different dialogue.
Absolutely.
It's a different dialogue. What I wanted to attend to is that, mommy, as long as you are there, do your part. Do your part, and then they will catch up. Because like I said, we are the commanders of the nurturing environment.
No, a very critical and important message, that we know that most children in South Africa are being raised in single parent homes, and those single parents are moms. So it's wonderful that you've packaged this book to encourage mothers and to empower them to be able to know that not all hope is lost in as far as our boy children and what they become. And once we fortify ourselves, I love that choice of words, then all hope is not lost. Thank you for your book. And this book, Incredible Moms Raise Incredible Sons to be Incredible Men, is a must-have book. And buy it for yourself, buy it for a friend that's raising sons. And we thank you, Bogadi, for being here. That's been the TMS Book Club with me, Sewela Langeni.